Hello guys, if you're new here, welcome to Life with Courage. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. If you're not new, thank you for always coming back and for supporting your girl. On this channel, we talk about motherhood, we talk about parenthood, we talk about business, we talk about marriage, we talk about lifestyle in general. So today I'm talking about friendship deal breakers for me. Those are things that I think if someone does, or someone I consider a friend does, it's going to hurt me a lot and it might destroy our friendship. And I think some of you will be able to relate to this. So let's dive right in. As we all know, friendship is a very important aspect of our lives. Man is not an island, so we have our social relationships which we try to maintain. Sometimes it doesn't work out, sometimes it works out well, and we move ahead. We create new friends. We lose some along the way, but that is life. And what can cause one to actually lose a friend? A friend is actually that person whom you can depend on at all times. At all times, I did not say sometimes. Whom you trust. I did not say whom you keep secrets from. Whom you trust. Whom you can always run to in times of difficulty, whom you always think about when you are happy. In fact, that person who is part of your life, that is a friend. It must not be your husband, it must not be or your wife, it must not be your daughter, it must not be your son, it must not be your mother, your father, it must not be your brother or your sister, it must not be blood. It could still be someone out of your family whom you have accepted into your life and is playing a particular role in your life and an important role in your life as a friend. So what could actually cause somebody to lose this kind of person in his or her own life, or what could cause me as a person to lose a friend? Firstly, I will not condone a friend who talks down on me. For example, somebody that always tries to downgrade me, to make me feel less or lesser than they are. I won't condone that. That is hurting my feelings, and that is not what a friend is supposed to do. A friend is supposed to uplift you. A friend is supposed to try to put a smile on your face, even when all other people or every other person is against you, or every other person is downgrading you. That friend is supposed to try to put a smile on your face. So if you have a friend who downgrades you and hurts your feelings, know that that person is not good for you. That person is only there to hurt you. Maybe that person is only there for the good times. And whenever that person can bring you down with words or actions, it is not a good friend. The friend is taking advantage of you. Secondly, I will not like a friend, or I will not keep a friend who cannot listen to me when I talk. For example, there are friends, or there are people who, when you call, they accord you the time and they try to listen to what you have to say, unless they are extremely busy and they tell you that they are busy. But if it is something urgent and pressing, they'll listen to you no matter what. They'll try to make out time to listen to you. But if you have a friend that every time you call, your friend is busy, or your friend is talking with another person, or your friend is cooking, the person cannot set out time to listen to you, to talk with you, what are you doing in that friendship? That friendship is not going to work. There's no friendship without communication. You have to have someone who can set out time, to talk to you, to listen to you, and for you to also talk to. It's not a one-way thing, it's a two-way thing. So you have to be able to listen to the person as well, and the person has to be able to listen to you, and you have to dialogue. understand each other on a deeper level. If you cannot have that with that person, then that person is not a friend. There's something missing in your friendship. Maybe your friendship, people talk only about enjoyment and it ends there. There's nothing deep about your communication. There's nothing deep about when you when you people meet to talk. People talk only about vague stuffs and things that don't make sense to your lives. My third friendship deal breaker is spirituality. This doesn't apply with everyone, but for me, I don't think I can keep a friend who does not believe in God or who does not take prayer seriously. It could be a Muslim or a Christian. The essential thing is that you should take your spiritual life seriously. Because if I am weak spiritually, or if I'm not extremely spiritual, I cannot be a friend to someone who does not even take spiritual life seriously. Because I need that person who can support me in that aspect as well, and I can also support that person in that aspect as well. At least let us have a level of understanding when it comes to spirituality. Because when you have that level of understanding with that person when it comes to spirituality, people have similar principles, similar values. My next friendship deal breaker is unable to sacrifice time for one another. I always struggle with this issue of visiting friends and traveling for friends and so on. But I try as much as I can to do it, especially when I know it is very important at that particular moment. If you have a friend who cannot travel for you at a particular moment in your life, who cannot be there for you for no particular reason, for no, in fact, no solid reason, then girl or boy or man or woman, you are not in the right friendship. You are not having the right connection with that person. The person does not consider you as important in their lives in order to come and be with you in that particular moment which is very important to you. Imagine you have a friend and you are getting married and your friend is not present and he or she calls himself or herself your friend. I don't get it. If that person is around and the person is maybe not heavily pregnant, the person hasn't just put to birth, because I know that pregnancy and childbirth drains a lot of women, and most women who have just given birth, I mean those ones that just give birth like 1 month or a few months after birth and they still have some issues, they're unable to travel, that one can be understood. Or the person is not in the country or not in the city at that moment because of work, that one is understood. Or the person has a funeral or another activity that has caught the person, that one is understood. But if the person is just sitting there and doing nothing and I cannot attend that wedding, there is an issue which needs to be handled, because it's not acceptable. I have a very good friend called Colette. Shout out to Colette. And during my wedding, she was here. All, in fact, during the traditional, she was here. During in court, she was here. In church, she was here, supporting me all the way. Thank you so much for that. You're a great friend, and I can't lose you for anything in this world. And there are other people too that supported me and are still supporting me. Those are great friends. If you have that person that cannot sacrifice for you and you do that for that person, then there should be question marks on your friendship. My last friendship deal breaker for now, because these are just the main ones, there are so many others, is someone who cannot keep secrets. I I don't know. People tell me their secrets a lot, but I don't know how to open myself a lot to tell somebody my innermost deep secrets. So if I am able to open up to one person and tell that person, then I hear it from someone else, that will really be terrible and heartbreaking. That's why I just keep my things to myself, or I prefer to tell my husband because he will never tell it to anyone. He will keep it to himself. So if I have a friend or someone I consider a friend and I tell that person something, for you, you may consider it as minor and you go and tell another person. But if it comes back to me, I won't be happy and it will definitely affect our friendship. So if I tell you something, it's because I trust you and I consider you a friend and I trust that you're going to keep it to yourself. Especially something that concerns me. So if you carry it to someone else, I'll consider that as gossiping and backbiting, which is not what is supposed to be in friendship. So if that happens in my friendship, I just push you aside. We'll keep relating, we'll keep talking, but just on the basic level. Top, we don't get it. It's just hello, hi, how are you doing? I'm good. How is school? How is work? And it ends there. In fact, I've lost many people as friends, or many people I considered as friends in the past in that manner because I heard a lot of negative things they said about me, and I didn't say anything about them. That's the funniest thing. If I have an issue with you, friends disagree, true. Friends fight, friends have misunderstandings, but the way you go about the misunderstanding or the disagreement is what determines your friendship. If you are close friends and you consider you are close friends, you will not go behind and start saying rubbish about someone you consider a friend because people had a fight or a disagreement. Friendship does not work like that. If you do that, then you are not that person's friend. You are that person's friend only in good times, but in times of disagreement and difficulty, you are ready to stab that person in the back, which is wrong. So I'll end this video here today. Those are my own friendship deal breakers. I'm sure some of you can relate to this, and I hope it will help many people mend their friendships or adjust in their friendships, because some people are actually staggering in friendships. So if you are not on the right foot in your friendship and you want that friendship to last, you better adjust. Check your friendship deal breakers. Make sure they're in check as well. And see you guys in the next video.